everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be another not weekly, it's going to be another reading vlog. I've been wanting to try to do weekly reading vlogs, but I just simply don't have enough footage to do reading vlogs every single week, sadly. So it's going to be like a 2-week long reading vlog. I have been doing a decent amount of reading, surprisingly. I think I have almost beat my reading slump, which is really exciting. So I do have some reading updates. So the first update is that I have started The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I am buddy reading this with one of my friends, and I have been really enjoying this way more than I thought I would, honestly, because I didn't think that this was going to be my cup of tea, but I have been devouring this story. I've been annotating it and analyzing it with my friend, and it has been just such a fun experience. Like, I've never annotated a book as heavily as I have this one, and I'm just having a great time dissecting this book because there is so much to get into with this book. Like, there's a lot to unpack in like every single sentence because there's just too much going on, and it's just been such a treat annotating this. Like, let me see if I can find one of my pages that's like super annotated. I've been doing a lot of like this type of stuff. Oh, that looks so beautiful. But I have one page that's like I wrote so much stuff in. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. This one section here, I have a 4-page long sticky note just analyzing this one section of the book because there was a lot to unpack with that one, and I'm just this book is just so good. Oh wow, I haven't picked this up in a couple of days because I've just been like binging this book, and I've got kind of like not like bored of it, but it wasn't really helping my reading slump, just like binging this like one kind of deep book, if that makes sense. But like, here's another page that's like kind of annotated. Oh, I love that. That was beautiful. And like this here, like there's just a lot. And like, look at all the annotations. Like, this is definitely my most heavily annotated book, and I just love looking at my annotated pages because there's just something so satisfying about a heavily annotated book. These are all of my little tabs, and I've been adding more tabs as I read. Like, this is a new tab that I added, and also this one. My friend said that I should add a tab for Richard line, and I did. So yeah, I've just been adding more tabs as I see fit, and I've just been having such a good time reading this. I stopped reading right at the beginning of book 2, which is chapter 6, and the ending of that last chapter was insane. So I've been kind of dying to pick this back up because it's just too good. So I've been really enjoying this one. I only have 3 chapters left, and I'm really hoping to finish this maybe this week, maybe next week, I'm not sure, but I'm just trying to take my time with it because I don't really want to rush it, and I just want to take my time and really like analyze everything in this book. So that's why it's been taking me like over a week and a half to read it, but I've been having such a good time reading this one. So I'm almost done with this. I'm like 50% of the way through, and then I started rereading People We Meet on Vacation, and I finished my reread last night, and it was just a beautiful experience. I just love this book so much, and I just loved annotating it and just like highlighting and tabbing all of my favorite moments. Like, I can just go to any red tab and just find like a beautiful moment that I just loved so much. Like, I just love it so much. Let me see if I can find this one specific page. Oh no. I just took my tab out. Oh god. Is that the correct spacing? That's good enough. Okay. Where's that like one page I like really, oh wow. Was it this one or the next one? This one, the ending. Oh, like all the little hearts. Like, I've just been having so much fun rereading this one, and I finished my reread yesterday, and I just loved it so much. Gave it 5 stars. I don't know why I gave it 4 stars the first time I read it, because it's definitely like a 5-star romance. Like, this is the perfect friends to lovers romance. It is done so well in the way that Emily Henry sets up the story, with it flashing back like every other chapter to a past trip that they go on. Like, it starts off, I think it's like 12 summers ago or like something like that, and then we'll switch to present day, and then we'll go to 11 summers ago, and then present day, and then 10 summers ago and present day, and it just goes back and forth like that. And I think that is just such a perfect way of setting up this story, because you can really see their relationship growing and developing, and their feelings growing for each other as the summers go on, and it's just absolute perfection, perfect tension, the banter. I made tabs, like all the orange tabs are for banter, but then I just gave up on that like halfway through, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that because this entire book is full of banter, so I just kind of gave up on that and just tabbed all my favorite moments. But yeah, there's just so much excellence in this book. Like, it's just too good. It is such a perfect friends to lovers romance. The dynamic, the angst, the banter, the tension, and it is just so beautiful. So I obviously gave this one 5 stars this time. I don't know what I was thinking the first time that I read it, but I gave this 5 stars this time because it is just absolute perfection. So this is the first book that I have finished since I started my Yona of the Dawn binge. Like, I don't remember what the last book I finished was before I started my 9-volume binge of Yona of the Dawn, but this is the first book that I have finished since starting that binge, and it feels good to be reading again and giving the manga a break for a little bit, because I've just been binging that for the past like month. So it feels nice to just put that to the side for a little bit and get back to some reading, and then I'm going to continue reading that series later on down the line. But I just want to focus on like all of the books that I have on my shelf for now. So it feels really good to have finished a book that I started, because I still have all of these that I mentioned in my last reading vlog that I have not finished yet. I have The Lost Hero, Pride and Prejudice, and then Her Body and Other Parties. So I have started a lot of these books, but this is the first one that I have finally finished. So this feels really good, and I have made really good progress with The Secret History. So I think for now, this is gonna be my main focus, because I really want to finish this one, because I need to see what happens, because that ending of that last chapter was insane. So I just need to see what happens with this one. So I'm gonna maybe pick this back up if I'm like in the mood for it. But for now, I did start an audiobook. I have not listened to an audiobook in ages, it feels like, because I just haven't really been in the mood for an audiobook, and it's really hard for me to keep my focus with them, because I tend to just zone out and do stuff like chores or like just stuff around the house or just like driving, and it just gets really hard for me to focus on the audiobook. So I'm trying to get better with audiobooks and actually listen to them and not just like completely zone out when I'm listening to them. So I have started The Roughest Draft. It's by a husband-wife author duo, which I love that, first of all. And second of all, that works perfectly for this story, because in this story we follow an author duo, Katerina and Nathan, and they wrote 2 books in the past. The books went by really well. They're like bestsellers, and then they had a falling out, and they are no longer writing together, and Katerina is no longer writing like at all, and then Nathan has written his own solo book that's been doing really well. So one day they are basically set up once again to write this last book, because they are in contract to write 3 books, and they've only written 2. So Katerina's husband and Nathan's agent, I believe, set them up to basically finish this last book, and they are going on this retreat that they used to go on back in the day when they would like write their books. They would go on a retreat, stay at like a beach house or some sort of thing for a couple of months and just stay there and just write. And so now they're back doing that, but like years later, they haven't spoken to each other in years, they haven't written together in years, and you can just see that there's some underlying tension between them because we don't know what happened, what their falling out was those few years back. And it's just been really delightful. Like, I've really been enjoying it. I love that it's a dual POV. Dual POV stories really do it for me because you can see each of the characters like slowly developing their feelings for each other, and it's not just one character's point of view. So I just love that's a dual POV, and I think it works really well for this story. I love that we can slowly see Nathan starting to remember his feelings for Katerina, and there's just so many lines I've been like, oh, okay. Like, it's just been so delightful. I've been having an amazing time. I'm only 20% into it, but I'm having a really good time, and it's reminding me of Book Lovers, which I did not like at all. I DNF'd it at like 50 something percent. If I did finish reading it, I probably would have given it like 2 stars. So Book Lovers by Emily Henry I had a lot of expectations for, and I was kind of disappointed, but the roughest draft is giving me similar vibes in that they're both like in the writing publishing industry and they're working together after having like a falling out. Like, it's giving me very similar vibes, but I think the roughest draft is doing it better than Book Lovers so far, at least. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that one so far. So yeah, those are all of the reading updates that I have, and I have something very exciting happening on Thursday. Today's Tuesday, so on Thursday I am dyeing my hair. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to dye my hair for years now at this point, and I've been wanting to specifically dye it like a coppery reddish color for years now at this point. Like, I have photos in my phone from like 3, 4, 5 years ago of like the exact color that I wanted, and I still really want that color, and I'm finally doing it. And I'm very nervous, but I'm also very excited because it's going to be a huge change, and it's going to be a color that I've been wanting to dye my hair for ages now. So it's just going to be really exciting. So into it, 2 days, a day and a half at this point. In a day and a half, I'm gonna have brand new hair. I'm very nervous, but I'm also very excited. So yeah, those are my plans for this week. I'm gonna keep reading The Secret History as well as The Roughest Draft, and I'm gonna dye my hair on Thursday, and it's gonna be really exciting. And yeah, so that's it for now, and I will check back in once I have new hair, probably at this point, because I'm not really like doing anything else. So I got my hair done. I feel so different. Wait, I need to get a mirror because I'm still like processing this. Okay, I have my mirror here. I feel so different. Oh my god. I'm still kind of getting used to having a new color, so I'm still kind of like in shock because it's a huge change, obviously, from my natural hair, and also it's short. Well, I've had my hair short before, but I've never had it short and be like a completely different color. So I'm still in that phase of like, I don't know if I like it, maybe I do like it, maybe I don't. But I think I do like it. I think I just have to get used to it because it's obviously a huge change because it's like basically ginger now, and I'm actually really excited about it. I had a little bit of like a little freak out yesterday. I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I like it. I kind of want to adjust the color a little bit, but the more that I look in the mirror, I'm like, wait, I'm in like my Sadie Sink era, you know? Yeah, this is what my hair looks like. It's very short, which I love, and it's ginger now, which I've been wanting to dye my hair ginger for as long as I can remember. Like, I have pictures on my phone, as I said earlier in the video, of me wanting ginger hair. Like, I have so many like pictures of wanting like orangey reddish hair. Like, it's been like my dream for like years, and I finally have it. Oh my god. I don't know if you can like really see what the color looks like because the lighting in my room is horrific, but yeah, it's like a gingery reddish color. It's not too bright or anything. Like, it looks really natural, which I actually really like because it's not like bright highlighter orange. It's more like a natural ginger, which is what I wanted. So yeah, I think I'm really happy with it. I just feel really different right now. I just feel weird. But I think it looks good. Like, I'm looking in my mirror right now and I'm like, wait, it's a cute little ginger moment. Like, I've been wanting this for years and now I finally have it, so that's very exciting. I forgot that I also have reading updates. So yesterday, after I got out of the salon, I finished listening to the Breakfast Draft, and it was so good. A new 5-star romance for me. I really enjoyed it. I really like how the story was structured, between it jumping to the past 4 years ago and then going to the present and then back to the past and then back to the present, similar to People We Meet on Vacation, how that jumps from like the past and then goes to the present, because I think that really is a good way of getting familiar with the characters and learning more about the relationship and seeing the relationship slowly develop as the time goes on. Like, it was just so perfectly and beautifully done. I really enjoyed it. It's just so beautiful seeing like 4 years ago how these characters really loved each other, but circumstances did not allow them to be together because they had a falling out. And then when they meet up again, or they're forced to get back together again to write this book, they slowly rekindle their friendship, and then it turns into something more. And it was just so beautifully done. Like, this is an amazing second chance romance. I really enjoyed it, and it was just so beautifully written also. Like, there were so many quotes that I wish I could have underlined, but since I had the audiobook, I couldn't like underline them. But I really want to get the physical book and then reread it so I can just highlight and tab all those beautiful quotes, because there were so many beautiful lines that I wish I could have underlined because they were just so beautiful. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Definitely one of my top favorite books of this year, and I think I'm slowly getting out of my reading slump, which makes me feel good because I just missed reading so much. So I think the Breakfast Draft definitely helped me slowly get out of my reading slump, and I have still been making my way through The Secret History. I am in the middle of chapter, I think this is chapter 6. I'm on page like 350 something. I just have this much left. Like, I'm almost done with it, but I've been just trying to like take my time with it because there's a lot to get into with this one. Like, there's a lot to analyze, and I've just still been having a great time just annotating and analyzing, and it's just been a really great time. So I think this is definitely helping with my reading slump, and also the Breakfast Draft. I think once I finish this and then I read maybe like 1 or 2 more books, my reading slump is going to be over with. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see. But yeah, I'm just really excited to finally be getting back into reading because I missed reading so much, and the Breakfast Draft really just did it for me. Like, that was a beautiful, incredible, amazing book. If you liked Book Lovers by Emily Henry, or you were disappointed by Book Lovers the way that I was, I think you're really gonna enjoy the Breakfast Draft because it has the elements of Book Lovers, like the whole like literary aspect to it, but it also has some touch of People We Meet on Vacation from based on like the formatting and all of that. If you like Emily Henry books, specifically People We Meet on Vacation and Book Lovers, I think you'll really like The Roughest Draft. And even if you didn't like Book Lovers like I did, I think The Roughest Draft is a really good option if you want to have something with a similar vibe. I highly recommend The Roughest Draft because I think that book did what Book Lovers was trying to do, but unfortunately did not accomplish, for me at least.